meteorologist Mark Prater with what's still ahead for the weekend and what people are facing out there tonight.
We have a whole lot to talk about, so we'll just jump right into it. First off were thunderstorms for a few football games tonight, and now things are starting to quiet down as we take a live view over downtown Birmingham. It's not bad tonight. You'll see that there's not really a whole lot in the way of visibility that's been reduced, and overall our current temperature across central Alabama, we've been in the 80s and will continue to drop off into the upper 70s throughout the hour. Chance of a shower or a thunder shower, as I mentioned earlier, still a possibility. It would be widely scattered, though. And the cloud cover, it's going to be persistent, but we will have breaks from time to time with our temperatures eventually hitting low to mid 70s. Now, those thunderstorms that popped up earlier, some of those were pretty hefty with lightning, especially around Tuscaloosa. But those thunder showers have continued to track towards the north and east, and it's basically just a batch of rain left now just west to the south and west of Johns. And that, of course, is about 18 minutes from McAdory and Bessemer. You might get a little of this rain, but it is starting to rain itself out. Also, this batch of showers headed into Berry now. It will be arriving within the next 8 to 10 minutes, and then eventually it will start to rain itself out as well. But where we did get rain, we still have a very tropical atmosphere in place. And overnight tonight, notice there will be some patches of fog, especially the orange and darker reds you see around Jefferson County back up into Walker, Tuscaloosa, Pickens, Marion counties. These are all spots that will see fog at least for a little while overnight, and then tomorrow morning that burns off rather quickly. But there's a lot of moisture still in the air, and that will help support a few showers or thunder showers. Remember that front that came in and just helped to wash out everything? Well, it really hasn't had that much of an impact yet. It's continuing to wash out. It's just basically hanging around. It's a quasi-stationary. It's back and forth. And that, of course, is going to be a pretty good focal point for showers and thunderstorms. Our Storm Track Futurecast Sunday morning shows our numbers into the low and mid 70s with a decent shot at some rain back in here. And then during the afternoon, those temperatures will have a chance to warm into the upper 80s. Maybe even a few low 90s, but scattered storms starting to pop up around Tuscaloosa, back up into Walker and Coleman counties. That will last into the evening on Sunday. But then we have another front that will eventually affect us and help to clear things out just a bit. A lot to talk about on that in the extended forecast. Now let's talk tropics. This is the latest on Danny. It's been downgraded to a Category 2, but that's just because the winds have gone from 115 to 110. And the movement actually with this system is still to the west-northwest at 10. Now we look at computer models and forecast data that comes in to get an idea of what would be a good scenario for where this storm will track. And a number of these models are very consistent on taking it into the northern Leeward Islands and then eventually into Puerto Rico. If that happens, it will start to go through a process of degrading, and the problem is it's very mountainous terrain through here. So as it does move towards the west, if this track holds true, by Wednesday at 8 o'clock it will just be an area of low pressure and not anything threatening. With that said, we'll have to see what happens after that, because these systems can slip into the Gulf of Mexico, where we have a very rich environment, and that of course will help to fuel the thunderstorms with this system and help to ramp it up. 73 is the low I have for tonight, partly cloudy, warm and muggy. Now we have that chance of rain, which will continue tomorrow and into Sunday. Monday we wrap up the rain chances and that front passes through, and check this out. 83 with sunshine, lows into the mid and upper 50s for the Tennessee Valley. That looks fantastic with dry weather to wrap